Today I'm going to talk about the GoPro Mission 1 series of cinematic action cameras. It's a new release just in the last month or so, and essentially it's a huge upgrade over the previous Hero 13 Black. But the really interesting camera is the Mission 1 Pro ILS, or interchangeable lens system, which essentially lets you mount any micro four thirds lens onto the front of an action cam. So I wanted to explore how this would affect motorcycle vlogging and motorcycle adventure filming, because essentially we have a set number of priorities, like having equipment that is low weight, quite robust, also quite inexpensive because the risk of theft from your bike is always there. So typically we use action cams like this Action 5 Pro from DJI. Has a fixed lens on the front. We might also use a 360 cam like this GoPro Max 360. And then if you're really keen, you can use a mirrorless camera system and a bag full of lenses, which is quite an undertaking, taking that on a motorcycle. You also need your lens filters, your mounts, your charging equipment and all that gumph that comes with it, and storage, of course, to store all the video that you shoot. So if we were to have an action camera like this new system from GoPro, where we could fit any micro four thirds manual focus lens on, we could potentially open up a huge number of possibilities from one camera, which I think is the big advantage of this for motorcycle adventure filming. You could, for example, put the new GoPro on chin mount and you'll have full control over the field of view and also the aperture from the lens. So it's manual focus, so you'll be manually adjusting on the lens. So if you wanted to close down the aperture, that would allow you to slow down the shutter speed without overexposing the image, and then you'd get that lovely cinematic blurry background as the bike transits through the landscape, which a lot of people are using now. So if you look at motovlogs, you'll see a lot of people, you'll see the bike there in the foreground, or the windscreen and the instruments. Then you'll see like a blurred effect as the bike gives that impression of speed, the impression of motion. So that would then avoid you needing to use ND filters to achieve the same effect. Now you might say, oh, but if you close down the aperture, you're going to have a very deep field of view. But that's actually kind of in line with what you'd want on a motorcycle helmet mount point of view, essentially, because you want to see the bike, you want to see the background. It'd be quite a boring vlog if you couldn't see any of the background because it was all out of focus. Now, one of the downsides, of course, is that the new system is not weather sealed. So your GoPro with a micro four thirds lens on the front won't be able to be submerged in water. It might be splash proof depending on the lens you use, but if you're putting a cheap manual focus pancake lens on there, the odds are it's not going to be waterproof. So you're going to have to consider this is really for your very kind of aesthetic rides, really. You've got sunset, beautiful blue skies, green forest, fresh snowfall. You're not going to be using it in dreary UK. I mean, it's sunny at the moment, but you're not going to be using it in spitting rain. It's going to be your real sort of creme de la creme, very high quality cinematic shots that you're trying to achieve using the camera. So let's consider the other advantage. When you get where you need to be and you've parked the bike up, you could then take the same camera off the chin mount, put it on a tripod, and then change the lens to either a prime lens, which has some reach, to give you a little bit more of a compressed image, which I think looks a little bit more professional and cinematic than that sort of wacky wide angle that the typical action cam gives you. It also makes your footage look a little bit different from everyone else's. If you had the GoPro on a tripod, you could also then use the lens to control the depth of field, give you a little bit of a blurred background like we're going on here. And then also you've got the option to even fit a zoom lens. So you could zoom in for your compression, your telephoto. You see a bird taking off, super slow motion, and you'll have such cinematic shots of wildlife on your adventure. And then zoom back out and you have your wide angle, all from one camera. Now the specs of the camera, which I deliberately haven't mentioned up until now, because it's not really that important for the whole motorcycle vlog concept. It's more the actual design is the most interesting thing for unlocking creativity. The specs, yeah, 8K 60, slow motion modes are great. It's got a larger sensor, blah, 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 battery life, whatever. All of that stuff is nice, and it means that the camera's specification won't be the limiting factor in you creating cinematic vlogs, but it really is the interchangeable mount on the front that's the game changer. So I could envisage, if you can put up with the downsides of manual focus, you have to be comfortable with that, and the lack of weather sealing, you could potentially have one action cam, not much bigger than this, use it for your helmet mounted view, use it for potentially a bike mounted view, and then when you get to your location, just bang, change the lens, stick this on a tripod and do pieces to camera. It could be crazy. And think of the depth of field. You'll be able to blur out the background, you'll be able to use compression, you'll be able to adjust for harsh light conditions. It's going to be really, really interesting for motorcycle vloggers who actually take the plunge and buy the Mission 1 Pro ILS. All right, guys, let me know what you think, and I will catch you in the next video.